Good morning, everyone. Today is Tuesday, March 31st, and the first thing I want to do is wish Phoebe a happy birthday. Happy birthday, Phoebe. I hope you have something fun planned for the day. It looks like it's going to be a little nice out. I'm sitting by my sunny window. It's a little chilly. I was a little chilly when I took my dog outside earlier. Yeah, that's all we have going on here. I want to start by singing a little song that we sing in Children's House too, so you have to get ready for it. It's got Little Mousy Brown in it, so you have to put your arm way up, and it starts like this. Up the tall white candlestick crept Little Mousy Brown, up to the top, but he couldn't get down. So he called to his grandma, Grandma, Grandma. But Grandma was in town. So he curled himself up in a ball and rolled back down. That's Little Mousy Brown. The other one I want to sing, we started to learn it in Children's House too, and this is the way it goes. Here are Grandma's glasses. Here is Grandma's hat. This is the way she folds her hands and puts them in her lap.
Here are Grandpa's glasses. Here is Grandpa's hat. This is the way he folds his arms just like that.
So, those are two fun songs we sing in Children's House too during the morning. So the last time I was with you, I had a seed starter kit that needed more time than I was able to do. And then Silas and I made a video of us planting the seeds, but I unfortunately left my hand in front of the video too much and you couldn't really see anything. So that's why I did not upload it. But I have it here today and I'd like to show you that some things are growing. So hang on while I get it from the window. And I have it here. I taped it shut because I didn't know what was going to happen to it. And inside, if I shimmy it up close, you can see we are starting to get some sprouts. They are pushing through their seed shell and coming up through the soil. See? They've been growing in my sunny window since I finished last week. So Silas and I have been really working with seeds at our house a lot the last week. So I was going to talk to you a little bit about seeds today. So a seed is the part of the plant that grows the new plant. They they look like this. There's the seed coat, and I only had 2 colors at my house of dry erase markers. So there's nothing filled in here, but this part is all filled with what the seed will eat and use to grow, get its nutrients. It has a hard seed coat on the outside and a piece inside that's the embryo, that when the conditions are right, this part will start to grow and it will crack the seed shell and sprout up through the dirt. Kind of like a chick coming out of its egg, this little seed, this little plant inside the seed will break open the shell and grow. So, a seed is, before it grows, something called dormant, which means it's waiting to grow. It isn't dead, but it isn't ready to grow. Seeds need 3 things. They need oxygen, moisture, and the proper temperature to germinate. Until they have these conditions, the seed remains dormant and it does nothing. Once the seed has the right conditions, the plant starts to grow bigger, and that's when it pushes open the seed coat and it starts to appear. Seeds also have to move away, like when they're in nature, they have to move away from the parent plant because they won't be able to get enough light or nutrients to grow. And so, but since they're dormant and they don't move around on their own, they have to use other ways to get around. And one way they do that is by the wind. Some seeds have like little hairs on them, like you've all blown the dandelion, and all of the seeds float away. That's one way they get away around. Another way is that some seeds are buoyant and they float. And so they float down streams until they get deposited in some soil or in some sand, and they begin to grow. And the last way that seeds can get around is through animals. Some seeds have hooks, and they can hook onto the fur of an animal, and as it walks through the woods, it brushes off and falls. Sometimes animals will eat the fleshy fruit of something and drop the seeds on the ground, like an apple or a cherry. Sometimes the animal will store the seed far away because it thinks it might go back and eat it, and then it will forget about it, like a squirrel and an acorn. All of these are different ways that seeds get around. So now you know that seeds are dormant, and they need 3 things to begin to grow, and those 3 things are oxygen, moisture, and the right temperature, and that they get around in 3 different ways: animals, water, and wind. That is my lesson on seeds. I want to show you a little activity. Maybe if you have seeds at home, you could do something like this at your house. I have this very old packet of sunflower seeds. They've been in my house a while, so I'm hoping they haven't been dormant too long, but we'll do an experiment together. You can take a seed. Maybe you have some seeds at your home. Maybe someone can order them. Maybe you can try to grow something like a tomato from the seeds that you already have at your home. The seeds are inside the tomato. I'll show you something that Silas and I did after. So I have my seed. It's a sunflower seed. And then I have a Ziploc baggie and a paper towel. I also have water. I am going to spray my paper towel so that it's wet. I'm going to lift it up to show you, but if you do it, you should leave it down on the table. I actually have a mat on the table to keep it from getting very wet. Once your paper towel is wet from your water, you put your seed inside the wet part of your paper towel, so it looks kind of like this. Then you put your paper towel with the seed in it inside of a baggie. And you want to seal it up most of the way and leave a little bit so you can get a little air. And now the fun part of this is you get to tape it. I'm going to turn the laptop around. I have this window here with all these plants. You get to tape it. There's my tape. To the window. And this is a way that you can get a good view of how the seed begins to pop out of its shell and grow. So the other thing that I'd like to show you is that Silas and I did a lot of extra planting for our home. We're going to try to grow a garden. So we used old egg containers. We reused some egg containers that we had. And we made our own terrariums out of old egg containers. So we're trying to grow summer squash and spinach. And we have some Swiss chard. And then we used vegetables we already had at our house. And we found the seeds inside. And we planted them in here. So we have an experiment growing. And I'm going to show you all every week. This little section here is from tomato seeds that we dried out. This section here is from a little tomato that we cut in half and put in the soil to see if it would germinate. And then Silas went to the refrigerator and found some things like a pepper and a cucumber and he dug the seeds out and put them in one. And that's his experiment. And we're going to share that with you over the next few weeks. And we can all watch together and see if this works. And then maybe you'll even see our backyard where we're trying to put a garden, but it's very shady back there. So we had to pick vegetables that only grow in shade. So this is what's happening here on my kitchen, is all of these plants are trying to grow. And I'm going to share all of the results with you going forward in the coming weeks. Let me turn this around. All right. And so last for today, I have a story. This book is called The Stray Dog by Mark Simont. This is an old book. It's been in my family a long time. The Stray Dog. There's a dedication page up here, and it says, "To Helen and Jenny." I'm trying to get the light the best. There we go. Whoa. It was a great day for a picnic. "What's this?" asked the father. "It's a scruffy little dog," said the mother. "He looks hungry," said the girl. "I think he wants to play," said the boy. The children played with him and taught him to sit up. They named him Willie. They kept playing until it was time to go. "Let's take Willie home," said the children. "No," said the father. "He belongs to somebody," explained the mother, "and they would miss him." On the way back home, the girl said, "Maybe Willie doesn't belong to anybody." Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. During the week, all of the family had Willie on their minds. Oh, Saturday! "Willie!" they all cried when he appeared. But Willie didn't stop. He was in a big hurry. "He has no collar. He has no leash," said the dog warden. "This dog is a stray. He doesn't belong to anybody." The boy took off his belt. "Here's his collar," he said. The girl took off her hair ribbon. "Here's his leash," she said. "His name is Willie, and he belongs to us." They took Willie home. And after that, they introduced him to the neighborhood, where he met some very interesting dogs. And Willie settled in where he belonged. The Stray Dog. We love this book. This cute little pup gets a home. All right. Oh, there's my cat in the background. That's the end of my time today. That's what I have. I hope you enjoyed my circle and that you guys are all having a good time at home and maybe getting to some of the work that the teachers have posted. But yeah, I just miss you all. We'll see you really soon, okay? Let's say our poem. May there be peace before you, behind you, above you, below you, from your heart to your lips, to everyone. Have a great day. Happy birthday, Phoebe. Bye.